Hey guys, this is Wellington from the Jump to Start Racing crew. Before we start, I want to make sure to tell you to destroy that like button and to make sure to hit subscribe to be up to date with our episodes and clips. Please make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle on both platforms is @JumpTheStartF1. See you there.
Exactly. And that way we don't have to pay the help. I don't know.
Oh my god. All right. So aside from that, the other major piece of news for this week, it was kind of a dry week, but Suzuka gets an extension on the F1 calendar, a 3-year extension, bringing it out to 2024. The lease for them, or not the lease, but sorry, I'm thinking about the lease, but at the end,
you listening to New Honda?
Yeah, at the end of this,
I think he was the one that bought the property.
I hope so. 20-year deal?
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Jeez.
Making a lot of money there, boy.
Yeah.
yeah. So at the end of this,
He'll be a slumlord though.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Just to get a free car.
I would write that into this. Yeah, you're right. At the end of this season, or right after the Japanese Grand Prix was supposed to take place, that would have been the end of the contract. So this is just making sure that Suzuka is still part of the F1 calendar, and we're ensuring that. Honestly, it's one of the greatest. It's one of the best tracks on the year. You guys agree or disagree?
We missed it last year, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
2020 is a year to miss a lot of stuff.
It's one of those tracks where it's fun to watch in qualifying and it's fun to watch during the race. And it has, I think, a lot of the newer tracks pull a lot from the Suzuka track layout.
And I think it's one of those tracks that bring a lot of unexpected. They're expected, but they're hoping not to happen. The challenge that it brings.
Yeah,
because they get drizzle, they get heavy rain, and the track itself is a nice layout.
It's a driver's track. The drivers love it.
Vettel loves it. Sebastian Vettel loves it. It's his favorite track.
And the fans are just insane in Japan.
And it was to me, it was a track that was going to be unfortunate to lose because it is a must to me in F1 to have. And I still think also losing Honda is bad for F1 as well, but it's just things that happen.
Yeah, and especially the way they're formed this year too.
Exactly.
It sucks. But we'll still get Suzuka for the next 3 years at the very least.
He's here to stay.
And we'll get the crazy hats that these
Thank you to Yuki.
make.
You heard? Thank you to Yuki.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if it's thanks to him, but it's going to be awesome.
No, they're always looking to expand, like I was saying earlier, their Asian market. They might bring Vietnam. Who knows? It's still out there.
I think that's going to happen. Would they let that all go to waste? They built the track.
Wasn't it in the street though?
Yeah, it was a street.
But
track,
it was
mostly.
half. I think it was
in a
half,
park.
It was half street, and they built the facilities for it, like the.
They were in the process of all of
paddock.
that. Yeah. It was meaning the process was very far along for not to get a completely pullback of never happening again. That's going to be like a completely waste of money. And I'm pretty sure
it was going to happen.
Either the promoters in Vietnam or the country was the one building all that stuff.
Yeah, but then
now that's already money.
They also had issues with the promoter there. I think he got arrested for fraud or something.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that we don't know the inner details or who was paying for all of that. I'm assuming it was an F1 because if they were the one that paid all that money to reconstruct, I don't think F1 pays all of that. So I'm assuming the promoters or the country was the one that was paying all to rebuild all the infrastructure that F1 requires to go to you, and not just to let it go away.
Right.
It's tough. It's a tough thing to let go of, even if the players have changed. Either whoever runs the country or whoever the promoters are and stuff like that. Even though that gets changed, is when it has to be revived.
Right.
Opinion.
So you think it will be?
It will be eventually. Yeah.
Okay.
Could be next Miami. Took a long time to get approved and then change the track and all that stuff, and then
Yeah, what sucks is that track was already built. Like everything was ready.
It's in the game.
Go, man.
It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Wow.
Like EA Sports, it's in the game.
Wow, took it back.
Yeah. So, all that said, not much news. We're going to jump straight into the Portuguese Grand Prix.